this wonderful fragrance, Fleur D'Osmanthus from Roger and Gallet Paris. Well, let's stick around and we'll have a fun dance party. See you there. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. Welcome to my channel, lovely ladies and handsome gents. Woo! Today I have a fragrance for you called Fleur. One moment. Fleur D'Osmanthus from Roger and Gallet. I think that's how you say it. Let me just give it a spray here. Now this is not like, maybe you think this has been around a while. What is this one from? This fragrance is from 2011, and it is now I used to work in the floral industry, and I used to also work in the cosmetics and fragrance industries, and I don't ever remember hearing of the osmanthus flower before, but nor have I ever seen one. But apparently this one was made to commemorate the Chinese osmanthus. So there might be more than one kind, but this one was in homage to Chinese osmanthus. So yeah, let me spray some on. You know, it's a fresh, it smells like more like a citrusy top notes, but there's another really large component to this for me that really is very striking about it, and that is it reminds me of cigar tobacco. You know, I don't know if you smoke cigars, or if you have someone you know smokes cigars, and they're that sweet tobacco smoke. It reminds me of that, or not the smoke, sorry, the tobacco. It reminds me of the tobacco in a cigar, not a cigarette, a cigar. It's a sweet, really nice sweet smell. It reminds me of that. However, there is another thing that I want to tell you about this fragrance. I hadn't really heard of it. I got it, and I was lucky to get a hold of it. It was a good deal at the time that I got it. And I remember just the first impression I got of it was sadness, which is weird. I don't usually get sadness off of a fragrance, but it smells really nice though, and it's very gracious. It sort of reminds me of, there's something kind of sad about it, almost sort of like you're an older woman and your children are going away to college. That's the vibe of this fragrance for me at first. But after I enjoyed it a little bit more, it took on more dimensions for me. And I don't want you to feel like I think that you would think this fragrance is depressing, but somehow I almost feel like I knew someone who wore this fragrance who, I don't know, maybe they were a sad personality or something, but that can't really be, because I don't think I've ever known anyone who wore this. So I really do like it, but I have to say that it did give me that little bit of a melancholy impression, and I don't know why, because I really like it, especially when I spray it in the room And sometimes I do that a lot. I mean, I'll spray fragrances around and then I'll come back and I'll go, what is that? It smells so good. And I'll forget because for some reason it doesn't smell the same. When I come back, it just smells, it doesn't have that melancholy vibe to it. So anyhow, I have some more stuff to tell you about it, though. I'm going to put some more on because it's really nice. And it's, the more I wear it, the more I spray it, the more I get that, the citrusy happiness from it. But for some reason, my first vibe on it was melancholy. By the way, thank you so much for coming back to visit me again. And if you like videos on fragrances, cosmetics, and skincare items, and just like stories about when I used to work in the cosmetics and fragrance industry long, long ago. I don't anymore, but it's kind of fun for me to be able to talk about that stuff. So if you like that kind of stuff, please consider subscribing. And I'll try to entertain you, and I'll try not to let you down by missing episodes. Right now, I'm doing 2 a week, and I'm really happy about that, but it's like I can barely keep up with that. So it's hard, but I'm really enjoying it, so I want to just keep it going as much as I can, and my plan is to just keep going until it just shows me it's not working for me or whatever. But so far, it's really good, and I'm really, really enjoying it. So thank you for watching. So anyhow, going on to a few different things about Osmanthus from Fleur D'Osmanthus from Roger and Gallet, Paris. Since 1862, Roger and Gallet since 1862, but I had never heard of them. I was not that I knew all the fragrances, but I mean, I did work at a lot of stores in Orange County and Southern California, Orange County and Los Angeles areas, and then I did travel a bit. I did work overseas, and I saw like models. I went to malls in like, Asia, and I did a lot of stuff like that. So I never saw it. Never heard of Roger and Gallet. So I just it missed me. And same with Creed, which has been around forever, and a lot of other ones, Penhaligons, and I don't know why I never heard of those before. Anyhow, so some other things I want to tell you about this fragrance, because I do like it and I would recommend it, especially if you're wanting to buy it for a gift, for any age. Please don't take what I told you as saying that you shouldn't buy it, or that I think you wouldn't like it, or that it would make you sad. I just want to give you my honest opinion about these fragrances, because some fragrances, they are sad, but I still love them. So moving on, Osmanthus. Okay. Okay, first of all, I want to tell you that people who like this fragrance like Dior Hypnotic Poison, Prada, they like Prada Infusion d'Iris, Prada Infusion d'Iris. Number 3, Hermès, Un Jardin sur le Nil. Un Jardin sur le Nil from Hermès. People who like Fleur D'Osmanthus from Roger and Gallet also like Narciso Rodriguez For Her. Chanel Coco Mademoiselle. I don't really see, well, they don't say it's similar, they just say that people who like this also like that. So Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, that's a fragrance I used to, it was my signature fragrance for a while. I really like Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, but I don't really wear it anymore. But you know what? It does have I can definitely see now. Yes, light blue is kind of similar to this, but there's something about this that reminds me of nighttime, like when your day is over. But not so with Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. Is power, power. You worked all day and now you're going to be clubbing all night. And you're going to get up early and do it again, and you're going to be okay. That's the vibe of Light Blue. But this one is kind of sad. This one is more like, I had a nice brunch, now I'll have a nap. Sorry, that sounds bad, because I do like it. But I just want to give you my... Okay, people also like Oh, Guerlain Shalimar. This is nothing like Shalimar. I used to work for Guerlain, so I know Shalimar quite well. But you probably do too. It's not like I have to work for them to know Shalimar. There, I fixed my hair a little bit. Okay. So yeah, so people who like this fragrance also like those, according to Fragrantica. Let's see. Oh, the notes are, the top notes are orange bark, mandarin, and grapefruit. So definitely I definitely smell the citrus. The mid notes are osmanthus and neroli. Yeah, mid notes osmanthus and neroli. The mid notes are the ones that stay the longest, or rather, sort of like the true personality of the fragrance. It's like what you get after it's been on your skin for like maybe a little while, but not the same as the base notes, which show up hours later, or maybe not even hours. Like, I can't really give a time frame, but I think you'll know when it smells. You get different dimensions of fragrance. So let's see. Oh yeah, okay. And then the base notes are tonka, benzoin, and sandalwood. Tonka, benzoin, and sandalwood. Yeah, so those are the components of this fragrance. And something interesting that I read, on Fragrantica, I like to read what other people say things remind them of. And someone, Lemua, I'm not sure, I think that was their name, said it reminds them of childhood, and like for some reason it reminds them of alcohol, like adults having a party in the other room drinking alcohol, like when they were, I guess it reminds them of childhood, like adults having a party drinking alcohol, like adults in the other room, I guess. And I kind of get that. There's something like that. I don't know what it is. It's something sad, like older folks related, but I don't think that you would ever smell that and think that. That's just my olfactory feeling about it, even though I love it and I do wear it and I spray it around the house a lot. So, okay. Hey, hey, hey. Here it is. Get something and bang on it. Okay. See, like they did. Here we go. Okay. Hello. Okay, here we go. Top 10. What's it smell like? Alright, this is what Fragrantica readers felt this fragrance smelled like. Alright. Actually, I don't have 10, I only have 7. So this is the top 7. What's it smell like? Here we go. Alright. Let's see. With 2 votes, Cheap and Chic by Moschino. That's interesting. Cheap and Chic by Moschino. I'm not a fan of that fragrance, but yeah, I have tried it. I do know it, but I've never said, yeah, I want to buy that, I want to own it, so not really into that one. But yeah, Cheap and Chic by Moschino, followed by a tie from Chanson de Vie from Coty with 4 votes. Chanson de Vie, Coty, with 4 votes. And also with 4 votes, Illusion for Her from Bottega Veneta. Illusion for Her, or Illusione. Illusion for Her from Bottega Veneta. With 4 votes, tied at Chanson de Vie by Coty. Did you know Coty has been around for a really long time? Yeah, okay, so, alright, moving on. So next up, A fragrance with 8 votes. Adele Gritti, Gritti. Adele Gritti with 8 votes. They felt people felt it smelled like the Osmanthus from Roger and Gallet. How are you? Have you been outside today? If you can get outside, it's not usually a mistake. Just to give yourself a break from screens, stuff like that. Although I really appreciate that you're here with me. I think, if I'm honest, like, it's probably best for you to, like, take a break from the screen. I know I'll find, like, I've been sitting, like, working, editing or whatever, like, for a couple hours, and then my feet get, like, numb. Like, I need to get up now. Get up now! It's important. It's so important. Our circulation is so important. Okay, moving on. All right, let's see. Okay, Chanson de Vie, Adele Gritti. Okay, so, here's one. With 11 votes, CK Inzu for her. Oh, sorry, Inzu. Duh. Let me try that again. Inzu. Like, never heard of that. CK. CK into you for her. CK into you for her. All right. Well, let's just pretend that never happened and just move on. Okay. That was 11 votes for CK into you for her. Okay. And then up here there's a tie for the top. One called Good Girl Gone Bad from Killian with 30 votes. Good Girl Gone Bad from Killian. This doesn't smell like a good girl gone bad. This smells like a good girl gone gooder, gone and had a family and gone and grown old. And smell. Okay, and number 1. Osmanthus from the Different Company with also 30, like the Killian fragrance. Osmanthus from the Different Company with 30 votes. Okay, do I have anything else to tell you about them? I don't think so. I think that was it. So, thank you for joining me for this review of the lovely fragrance Fleur D'Osmanthus from Roger and Gallet. I'd highly recommend it as a purchase without knowing, because I think a lot of people will like it. I really do. I think a lot of people like this fragrance. I think you'll like it. But I did want to be honest about that. I feel it's kind of melancholy. So, see you next time!